Before we begin, I have a question for you. A personal one. Do you ever feel like the face you see in the morning doesn't quite match the vibrant spirit you feel inside? Like there's a tired-looking stranger looking back at you, no matter how rested you are. If you nodded yes, especially when it comes to those persistent shadows and pouches under the eyes, then please, pull up a chair. This conversation is for you. Look closely at your photographs from your 20s to your current age now. Do you spot any difference on your face, and how do you feel about it? Tell me in the comments section. That difference, my friends, isn't about turning back the clock. It's about understanding the unique language of our skin after 60 and learning how to have a gentle, supportive dialogue with it. I embarked on a little 30-day personal experiment, not with harsh chemicals or drastic measures, but with patience, a bit of science, and a lot of self-kindness. And what I discovered felt less like a beauty secret, and more like reclaiming a piece of my own bright-eyed confidence. Today, I want to share every single step of that journey with you. Let's be perfectly honest. For years, I felt like those under-eye bags were my permanent, unwelcome accessories. People would often say, "You look tired, dear." And inside, I'd think, but I'm not. This is just my face now. It was discouraging. I'd layer on concealer, only to watch it settle into every fine line, making the area look heavier, more noticeable. I even found myself researching surgical options, sitting at this very table, scrolling through terms like lower blepharoplasty, looking at the startling costs, and the daunting recovery time. But something in me paused. I thought, before I consider such a permanent path, let me see what true, dedicated care can do. Not a miracle cream promising the impossible, but a holistic, natural approach that addresses the why, not just the what. I gave myself a 30-day promise. And the results, well, they genuinely surprised me. Are my under-eyes perfect? No, and I don't seek perfection. But are they smoother, brighter, and significantly more refreshed? Absolutely. Today, I'm going to walk you through the exact, gentle protocol I followed. Consider this our shared project in nurturing our most expressive feature, our eyes. But first, we must become detectives of our own skin. Understanding the why is what separates true results from endless disappointment. It's what stops us from wasting our time and resources on solutions that can't possibly work. So, let's have a gentle anatomy lesson. For us, after 60, those under-eye shadows are usually a conversation between two things. First, there is a structural change. We have delicate little fat pads that cushion our eyes. With time, the delicate membrane that holds them in place, think of it as a very fine, natural hosiery, can become less resilient. This can allow that soft fat to bulge forward slightly. That is a structural change. No cream, no matter how expensive, can retract that. That is the domain of surgery. However, and this is the most important however, there is a second, far more influential actor in our daily drama, fluid. As our marvelous bodies mature, our lymphatic drainage, that wonderful internal cleansing system, can become a little less efficient. Fluids, influenced by gravity, what we eat, and how we sleep, can settle overnight into that under-eye area, puffing up those fat pads like little sponges. This is the key. While I may not be able to change the underlying structure without a surgeon, I absolutely can influence the fluid. I can drain the sponge. My entire 30-day mission was built on this single, empowering premise. Reduce the fluid, and you dramatically reduce the appearance of the puffiness. And that, my friends, is entirely within our reach. Let's begin with the very first change I made, which costs absolutely nothing, but a bit of habit-breaking perseverance. I call it working with gravity, not against it. For most of my life, I was a dedicated side sleeper, curled up like a cozy comma. And every morning, without fail, the eye on the side I slept on would be noticeably more puffy. Fluid follows gravity. If we lie flat, or with our face pressed into a pillow for 8 hours, that fluid has a lovely, stagnant pool to settle into right under our eyes. So, I made the decision to become a back sleeper. Now, I didn't just use one pillow. I propped myself up with 2 firm pillows, creating a gentle slope so my head was elevated above my heart. This simple adjustment allows gravity to gently drain fluid away from the face all night long. The first few nights were, I'll admit, a comical struggle. I felt like a starfish. But I placed a pillow under my knees to support my lower back, and I persisted. And do you know, by about the 10th morning, I woke up, shuffled to the mirror, and my eyes were open. Truly open. Not puffy slits. The difference was so immediate and so clear, it became my strongest motivation. If you take only one thing from our time together today, let it be this. Reconsider your sleep posture. It is a profound act of nighttime kindness for your face. Now, let's move to the kitchen, because what we put in our bodies show up on our faces, especially under our eyes. My second pillar was all about a subtle dietary shift. I called it the sodium flush. This wasn't about a restrictive diet, it was about conscious choice. Salt is a powerful magnet for water. Where sodium goes, fluid faithfully follows. In our younger years, our kidneys process this with ease. Now, they appreciate a little consideration. I found that a salty dinner, a lovely slice of pizza, a dish with soy sauce, would gift me with pronounced under-eye pouches every single time. So, for 30 days, I became a mindful sodium detective. I minimized processed foods, canned soups, and deli meats, and I stopped automatically reaching for the salt shaker at the table. But nature, in her wisdom, provides a beautiful antidote, potassium. Potassium helps balance sodium and encourages the body to release excess fluid. So, I didn't just subtract, I added. I began my day with a banana. I snacked on cucumber and celery slices, which are gentle, natural diuretics. I also changed my hydration rhythm. I used to drink a large glass of water right before bed, thinking I was doing a good thing. All that did was provide more fluid to pool overnight. Now, I front-load my hydration. I drink my water steadily throughout the day and taper off by about 7 in the evening. It's a small, simple rhythm that makes a world of difference to your morning mirror. This brings us to my favorite part of the routine, the part that feels like a moment of pure, personal spa therapy, the manual lymphatic drainage massage. Since our lymphatic flow can be slower, we can gently, lovingly help it along. Every single morning of my 30-day challenge, after cleansing, I performed this 2-minute massage. A crucial warning, never, ever tug or pull on the delicate under-eye skin. It is as thin as tissue paper. We must always provide slip. I use a single drop of pure rosehip oil, but your regular eye cream or even a dab of pure aloe vera gel will work perfectly. Here is exactly how to do it. Use your ring finger, it's the weakest, so it naturally applies the perfect, gentle pressure. Start at the inner corner of your eye, right by the bridge of your nose. Apply a few seconds of very gentle, pulsing pressure. Then, with that same feather-light touch, glide your finger along the orbital bone, right underneath the puffy area. Imagine you are guiding the fluid away. Sweep outwards, all the way to your temple. When you reach the temple, press down slightly, and then draw your finger down along your jawline towards your collarbone. This is the drainage path. You are gently encouraging stagnant fluid to move from the eye area down to the lymph nodes in your neck, where your body can process it. Do this 10 times on each eye. It is incredibly soothing, and you can often see a visible calming of the puffiness right away. It's a beautiful way to say good morning to yourself. Now, for a wonderfully old-fashioned and effective remedy, let's go back to the pantry. Instead of an expensive caffeine serum, I turned to something my own grandmother might have used: tea bags. Simple green tea or black tea bags. They are rich in natural caffeine and, more importantly, compounds called tannins. Tannins are natural astringents. They have a gentle tightening effect and help to constrict tissues and draw out fluid. Here's my method. I steep 2 tea bags in hot water for a minute to activate them, then place them on a saucer in the refrigerator to chill for about 20 minutes. Then, I lie back, place a cool bag over each closed eye, and rest for 10 glorious minutes. The cold reduces swelling, and the tannins tighten. The effect is temporary, but it's wonderfully refreshing and perfect for a special day, or when you just need an extra boost of brightness. It's proof that elegant solutions are often the simplest ones. And there you have it, my dear friends. My entire 30-day, natural journey to brighter, less puffy eyes. It is a ritual built not on deprivation or harshness, but on understanding, consistency, and profound self-care. It's about showing up for yourself every single day with a little bit of knowledge and a lot of love. Before you consider any drastic measures, I sincerely encourage you to give this holistic approach a full month. Your body, especially at our wonderful age, responds beautifully to consistent, gentle care. Now, I am so curious to know about your experiences. This is where our community comes to life. In the comments below, would you share with me, do you notice your under eyes look more puffy in the morning than later in the day? Your answer will tell us so much. And if you found this honest look at graceful aging helpful, if it felt like a chat with a friend who understands, please let me know by giving this video a like. It helps me immeasurably in creating more content that speaks directly to you. And if you haven't yet, I would be so honored if you joined our Golden Age fashion community by subscribing. It's our little corner for celebrating style, wellness, and living with intention and joy at every chapter. Thank you, from my heart, for spending this time with me. Remember, true beauty at our age is the light that comes from within, from wisdom, from laughter, and from the incredible grace of a life well lived. Let's just help that light shine out, unobstructed. Until next time, take wonderful care of yourselves. Goodbye for now.